This video is brought to you by...
Don't ever let them put you in a box. Don't ever let them predict your next move. And most of all, don't ever stop motivating them. Cool green clothing, top of the line men's beard oil, coming soon. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way. And that's just basic.
It's your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 times, and I'm back with another episode of the Baltimore Way. In this video, I'll be taking it just 30 minutes south of Baltimore to Severn, Maryland, to discuss the tragic case of Jasmine Sherel Adams, a mother of two who lost her life after a drug deal gone bad. But before we get into this video, please hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And of course, feel free to share this video with everyone you know. Also, if you'd like to see more episodes of The Baltimore Way, please click the link to the playlist in the description box after this video to get caught up. All right, let's get into it. Jasmine Sherel Adams was born on July 8, 1989. She was a resident of Severn, Maryland. Jasmine became a mother to twin girls in 2008. Jasmine and her child's father had a very rocky relationship. It was a volatile situation that involved DV allegations, along with ongoing custody and child support issues. Jasmine did her best to persevere through it all in order to be the best mother she could be to her girls. Things got so bad that she had to file a protective order against her twins' father in 2015. She also said that he would tell her he was sending his family or his girlfriend to put hands on her. Jasmine was in fear of something bad happening to her because of the threats. Jasmine filed a petition seeking criminal charges against him for violating the order in 2016 because of those threats. He told her to watch her back in her neighborhood. However, the charges were ultimately dropped because Jasmine did not show up to court, and the prosecution was unable to move forward on the case without her. 3 years later, Jasmine moved to a nice townhome on Hawk Court in Severn. Once Jasmine moved in, neighbors noticed how wonderful she was with her 10-year-old daughters. She was pleasant and spoke every time she came and went. Jasmine was doing okay in life at this point, but things took an unexpected turn. On Wednesday, August 15th, 2018, Jasmine's father, concerned for her welfare, went to her home on the 1800 block of Hawk Court to check on her. As he walked around the house, he saw no signs of Jasmine. He decided to take a look inside the basement. As he stepped down the stairs, he saw Jasmine lying there unresponsive. As he got closer, he knew something was seriously wrong. Jasmine was no longer alive. He called 911 and officers arrived at the scene around 11:24 a.m. When officers arrived at the scene, they found 29-year-old Jasmine. It was apparent that she suffered severe trauma to her upper body. Thankfully, Jasmine's daughters were away at the time of their mother's slaying. There were no signs of forced entry, which meant Jasmine probably knew her assailant. During the initial investigation, her slaying was ruled as just suspicious, but after the autopsy was conducted, it was officially ruled a homicide. Jasmine had lost her life due to puncture wounds in her upper body from a sharp object. Neighbors were stunned and couldn't believe Jasmine had lost her life so brutally. Jasmine's family wanted answers. As the investigation went on, detectives looked into the protective order she had against her twin's father back in 2015. With the prior threats and DV allegations, he quickly became a suspect. However, he was immediately ruled out because he had been in jail since July 25, 2018, so there was no possible way he could have physically committed the crime. As detectives continued to investigate Jasmine's case, forensics tested DNA evidence from the scene. The forensic lab worked tirelessly to narrow down a list of possible suspects. 11 months later, in July 2019, just days before what would have been Jasmine's 30th birthday, 39-year-old Dominic Sanchez was charged with slaying Jasmine. Dominic and Jasmine were acquaintances. Dominic was already in jail where he was being held without bond on an attempted hit charge from an incident that took place on August 13th, 2018. And that incident was connected to Jasmine's case. According to charging documents, Jasmine and Dominic were involved in a drug deal gone bad that erupted in gunfire 2 days before Jasmine was found slain in her basement. Court records revealed that on August 13th, 2018, Jasmine arranged a drug deal between Dominic and another man to purchase some grass. Jasmine went with Dominic to make the deal. When Dominic and the man were about to make the exchange, Dominic pulled out a gun and shot him. The man drove himself to the hospital where luckily he survived and told police about the incident. On the morning of Jasmine's slaying, cell phone records show that Jasmine had texted someone and told them she was afraid Dominic would do something to her because she knew about the shooting. Jasmine sent her last message to that person at 5:39 a.m. on the day she was found gone. Cell phone records corroborated these events. Anne Arundel police arrested Dominic in February 2019 for the attempted hit charge on the dealer. He pleaded not guilty to that case. Dominic had a long criminal history dating back to 1998. Court records show he pleaded guilty in 2000 to a second-degree hit charge in Baltimore. Jasmine's family was thankful that her case had been solved. In 2021, Dominic pleaded guilty to slaying Jasmine Adams. He was sentenced to life in prison with all but 40 years suspended. May Jasmine Adams continue to rest peacefully. My deepest condolences to her family. She was a beloved mother, daughter, granddaughter, and so much more. Jasmine was a sweet woman who took care of her children. Unfortunately, she just got caught up in the wrong situation with the wrong person. I don't believe Jasmine knew what Dominic really had planned to do that day. It's so crazy that he took her life in fear of her telling on him when he was the one that involved her in his plan to take off the dealer. Jasmine had gone through so much already, and to have her life taken over something so insignificant is very heartbreaking. Fam, please tell me your thoughts on this tragic story in the comments below. All right, fam, that's it for this episode of the Baltimore Way. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 Times, and I'm out.